brought to you by
Bates and Thigpen, Baton Rouge's most complete men's store.
Third, this segment of our show, I have the proud honor to introduce Major Donald T. Cowles. Hello, Major.
How are you doing today, Hank?
All's well, brother.
Thank you for the privilege of coming today.
Yes, thank you for serving the Salvation Army and our nation. And you said your dad?
My parents are Salvation Army officers,
Wow.
so they served for 40 active years in the Salvation Army, and
Unbelievable.
I've got about 35 in now. So
Wow.
yeah.
I didn't realize that y'all have been in Baton Rouge since 1905.
Yeah, next year will be our 115th anniversary of the Salvation Army serving in Baton Rouge.
And
So
you served in 130 countries, and specifically here in Baton Rouge, you had 7361 Airline Highway.
yes, we've been there for quite a while.
Airline and
Endured
Wilburn,
the
I know
floods.
exactly where it is.
Yeah.
So, Major, tell us about what y'all offer there at 7361 Airline Highway to the people that really need the Salvation Army.
Sure. Well, the Salvation Army does a lot of things on our campus at Winborn and Airline Road. Primarily, our administrative officers are there, along with all the case management we do to help families. I think one of the greatest things we do is a program called Pathway of Hope, where we work with families who are in intergenerational poverty, so that just families who've lived in that situation
Yes.
of poverty for a long time, and
Yes.
they're looking for a way out. And so our case manager will work with individuals, with families, with children up to 2 years, and help them
Wow.
set goals and meet needs to get out of that system of being in poverty and become
Yes.
self-sufficient. So if that means going back to school, if it means getting a new
Mentoring,
job, if
mentoring.
mentoring them
That's good.
and holding accountable and encouraging all through that period of time. And we have families who are graduating from that
Sure.
program constantly. So
And then I know personally over the years, I have brought men that needed a place to stay to the Salvation Army. Y'all provide that?
we do. We have a couple of programs there for men. One is we have 40 permanent beds in our homeless shelter, but on any given night we have really 55 to 65 guys who
Wow.
stay at our shelter every night, and especially these last couple nights that have been cold, we have been full to the brim.
Yes.
And so men are able to come and get off the street. They can get dinner, dry clothes, clean clothes, a safe place to sleep, a meal in the evening, a meal in the morning.
Wow.
They can even get their clothes washed. We keep 10 of those beds specifically for veterans to have a safe place to come, and then they can work with our house manager if there's some other needs that they have. If they're looking for some permanent housing, that can also happen there.
On the screen there was salvationarmybr.org if they want to get, if people watching 30 on 3rd want to get involved, or if they want to donate.
Yes.
There's a phone number there as well.
Absolutely. The other great program that's there is our long-term drug and alcohol program for
Yes.
men. And so men can stay up to a year, it's 180 days to a year
Wow.
to deal with the addictions of drug and alcohol. That's why our family's so important,
Yeah,
Hank,
ain't no doubt
because
about it.
a lot of our program for our men's recovery program is funded through our family store on Corsi. So
Okay.
people who donate clothing or furniture or anything gets repurposed, sold in our store. The men work on it, get
Yes.
things redone, and it provides a great service for this community for men to get free help with drug and
Wow.
alcohol issues.
All right, Major, Red Kettle Bell Ringing Campaign is your largest fundraiser of the year. When is that happening?
It is. We start next week ringing bells in some of our places, but it kicks off big time on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. And
Yes.
so we'll be out in about 50 or 60
Yes.
locations all across Greater Baton Rouge ringing the bell. It just helps fund all those programs we
Yes.
talked about, as well as programs for children at our community center in Brookstown. And so we have music programs for our children. So there's lots of things that people can do. So check out our website, the salvationarmybr.org, and it'll give people lots of information how they can get involved and help.
All right, good people watching 30 on 3rd, you heard Major T. Cowles on what you can do to get involved and donate to Salvation Army. Thank you for watching 30 on
brought to
3rd.
you by
Bates and Thigpen, Baton Rouge's most complete men's store.